So I don't think today's video warrants much of an explanation because the game we're playing today very clearly speaks for itself. But in case you were unaware, KFC made a legitimate dating sim. Like, what? I can't believe it. Like, this is crazy. Like, if this isn't proof that we're living in a simulation, I don't know what is. But I am just blessed to be able to live in this timeline where this exists. It's just genius. Like, whoever's behind their marketing team deserves a raise. Honestly, I was about to say that other brands should do this too, but then I pictured like Ronald McDonald, and now I'm not so sure about that. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it would work, because I just remembered that a few weeks ago in one of my classes we were talking about fan fiction. Don't ask, you know, college classes don't make any sense half the time, but we were just to bring in an example of fan fiction, and one girl said that she tried to look up its fan fiction and she said all the results were sexual. So maybe you can, like, some people do have a kink for clowns, so maybe McDonald's can pull something like this off if they do it right. I don't know, who knows? But I just know that today we are playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Let's just jump right in. I've talked for long enough. I'm also working off a cold, so if I annoyingly cough like that throughout this video, you're just gonna have to deal with it. But also I'm probably just gonna have to edit all my coughs out, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass, but we're just gonna have to do it. Oh my god, amazing! Okay, I'm gonna just shut up just so we can take this all in. Oh my fucking god, like I can't believe this exists. It's so good, it's so good. Oh my god, that freaking intro, are you kidding me? I'm just so glad that the first dating sim I'm playing on my channel, assuming that there might be more, I don't know. I'm just so glad that it's a food dating sim, like KFC. It just feels fitting because this channel is all about food and this just seems perfect. I'm just gonna play now. I've been talking for so much. Welcome, chef. Before we get started, tell us your name. Okay, let's go with Spicy McBuns. Wait, no, Spicy McWings. Spicy McWang. Spicy Wangs. It's fitting. We're spicy. Let's get started. I love spicy food. My favorite. I just love the pain when it burns your tongue. Am I a masochist? I don't know. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that cup up and at 'em, or throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Up and at 'em. Culinary school is my dream. It's always my dream. I can't be lazy about it now. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. I'll daydream a bit, because I have anxiety, so I daydream a lot. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities. When you realize you're running late, you grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Is it a KFC biscuit? Oh my god, it is. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. I'm telling you, this is a genius marketing thing, because now I'm craving KFC. Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Shit, I should have daydreamed. I made a mistake. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Spicy Wangs! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Oh, she's so cute. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, oh my god, it's only 3 days. Goals, honestly. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Honey. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? I'm gonna pep talk her because bitch, you got this. Don't even worry, girl. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And that other card featuring that handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world of your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Yes, you do. Bitch, yes you do. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. It's crazy. Wow, you're so talented. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, spelled very obnoxiously. She's totally evil, but you can't help to be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley, with a E-S-H and L-I-N-E-I-G-H. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Spicy White shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters just to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. Cause look at our freaking shins. Perfection. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. She's not good at the insults. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend. Van the man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can casually see him working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes, but we still don't like him. Van. You rang. Oh my god. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known that Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Wow. I know we're supposed to hate on him, but he looks amazing. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not enough time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. Oh wait, no, she does not sound like that. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! Pop, his name is. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. And his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Oh my god, can we just talk about how like crazy it is that there's freaking like prodigy kid chefs? Like, have you seen MasterChef Kids Edition or whatever?
I have to restart my potatoes. Oh.
Like, I'm shook. I'm shook. How are they so good at such a young age? And I've amounted to nothing in my life. Hi, Pop. I'm Spicy Wangs. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walked into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in front of the class. Adorable! Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! Oh my god, he's so cute! What? A cute dog is a professor? This is the best school ever! I guess a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. That is a good point. They have a very strong sense of smell. Out of nowhere. I already know who's coming in. Wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly, someone close the window! And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. It's getting spicy in here! That's why I wore this flame shirt. I knew this was gonna happen. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you. And you're not entirely wrong. Why is everyone looking at me? And this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pit smells something to a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with your really weird insults? Besides, when Spicy Wang sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Oh my god, I also forgot to put on deodorant. Oh my god, I'd really be like that. It would really be like that. The world's really working against me here. Oh no. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets harder than a Kentucky fryer. Wait, is that how he talks? Because I did not wait.
Country boy, I love you.
Please, use my handkerchief. Okay, no, we're still gonna give him the swoony voice. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? Oh my god. How will you respond? Am I supposed to be a tsundere or something? Or to refuse the handkerchief or take the handkerchief? What if I smell? I don't want to make his handkerchief smell. Oh no. Okay, thanks, I guess. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has this natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Amazing. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world, the birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? I'm You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable! Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkle is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Wow. Can we also date robots in this game? Amazing. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkle walks in the classroom and everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, I just realized, who is that a picture of? Is that CEO of KFC? Like, I don't... Who is that? Probably is. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. His face. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Okay, well, if he doesn't like the chicken snack, I'm gonna be very offended, right? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of different dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Spicy Wangs, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. What? So they're really making me choose between my best friend and the hot guy class? What the fuck? I don't know, am I trying to play this to get to Colonel Sanders or to be a loyal friend? Oh, like, to be honest, if this was really me, I would probably just sit next to my friend because I don't want to, like, ditch her. But also, it's a good chance to get to know someone new. Ugh, I mean, there's other ways to win him over, right? Like, I don't need to sit next to him. Fuck it, I'm sitting by my best friend. We don't care. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I never sacrificed our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Okay, that's actually not that long now that I think about it, but whatever. So you say. But now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important it is to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right! Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather, night vision goggles, or a slam dunk. Well, it's obviously night vision goggles because you need goggles to see the parts of the chicken, like the same way that you need leaves to see the parts of a forest on a tree. Feather. That's right! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? A spork, obviously. It's the best of both worlds. That's right! What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. Or a pancake that looks like a silly face. KFC doesn't serve pancakes, right? That's right! Okay. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes, no, or he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right! Perfect score, 5 out of 5. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Wow. Be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. As he should be. I know we've just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh, Colonel Sanders, gassing me up. Hot diggity spicy wangs. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Oh, his face. The Stewart Cafeteria. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be as serious about eating. Damn. Imagine, bro. Imagine going to a school like this. Ugh, I should have gone into the cooking field. Imagine KFC made a university and it was literally like this dating sim. Another genius marketing plan. That would cost a lot of money, but... A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be your lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers! Whoa! Lunch! But Shh! Lunch, lunch, lunch! She said, shh! In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled! Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lives a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Oh my god, look at that chicken! I want chicken so bad now. I'm craving chicken. God damn it. Pile Thai are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less of 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone is laughing at his sick burn. Was that a burn? You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and acts unimpressed. Easy now, there is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you into another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor, or savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. I don't know. Try and identify every flavor, or should I try to understand his heart? Is the way to his heart knowing food, or is it just like knowing him as a person? You know what I mean? Savor the moment. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Ooh, we're making a move. We're shooting our shot. We're dipping our wings. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha, how bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea. This is freaking staff, bro. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. His face looks very pained. He's clearly not gonna give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. And then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother once taught me. Blank? Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. Wow, literally, KFC has to censor out that word because they're like, no bitch, even in this dating sim, we're not giving you our secret ingredient. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, so you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Or being modest but thoughtful. Okay, negging him seems a little aggressive. This one, I don't know, this could be the right one, but he might also be like, oh, my chicken's perfect, I don't need your input. And the third one, be modest but thoughtful, is just very simple, so I don't know. But I feel like this one, because I feel like this one's a trick one, you know what I mean? Like, what if he's like, are you dare saying that my recipe isn't good enough already? Like, kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Spicy Wangs. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Are you? We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Oh my god, this is literally like kitchen... Wait, what is that show? I was about to say Kitchen Nightmares, but that is not the show I'm thinking of. MasterChef? I don't know. The cooking competition show. Okay. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all its tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn of your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. Today's lesson will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off! Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh no, Miriam, I'm so sorry. Look at her face! Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? As a team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Smooth, Spicy Wangs, that's very smooth. Wanna be my partner? Sure, Spicy Wangs, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner! Beep boop. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Wow, I really just brushed my friend aside for a man's, but hopefully she understands. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Pop is gonna make this a little difficult for Miriam. He seems, I don't know, am I just judging him because he's a child and he doesn't know what he's doing? Like, he clearly knows what he's doing if he's here, but like, I don't know, I feel like Clank is the guy. My man. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to row back and forth. Warp, warp, warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not even have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. That's why I chose him.
Tissue, I hardly know you.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression this is a sign of affection. Has the ship sailed? Is my friend gonna marry this robot? Only time will tell. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright you two, for today's lesson we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind, or your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Anyone who knows anything about KFC will know that the answer clearly is mashed potatoes and gravy because it's so freaking good and now I'm craving mashed potatoes and gravy as well. Thanks, game. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. I just noticed the rock music that starts when he comes in. Did someone call for me? Ugh, no, jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Spicy Wang's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Ashley? I just said Ashley instead of actually. Actually, no. It looked like Spicy Wang was struggling, so we offered to give him the hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to catch up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders. Hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Sorry, Colonel Sanders, but we're clearly not at that level of friendship yet, so Miriam. And Colonel Sanders also seems too nice to tell her off, so I'm gonna call Miriam my bestie who always has my back. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is someone threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van were just leaving you in the dust via my skills as a chef perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, You're a loyal friend, but Spicy Wangs is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture. Plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your national. Oh my god, I cannot read anymore. This rock music is distracting me. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. It's beautiful. Our child, our first creation together. It's beautiful. Gravy flows out of the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Wow. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Why is my nose stuffy? Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaving sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face! Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will you ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Spicy Wangs. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I have potato face?
Van rushes over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus in my silky salt water plate, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Oh my god. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. Oh my god, is he gonna die? I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh my god, he's a ghost. Everyone step back and don't take another bite. Oh my god, sis! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain just for a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, snapping everyone back into reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. It's always people that are like really clumsy that somehow like don't die. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by the really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What a gentleman. What? For real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room, the neglected student. Sucks to be him. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. That's very fast, girl. It's been only a day, but okay. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Spicy Wangs. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero!
What the hell? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level?
Be afraid! Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster! See?
Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? I didn't even notice. Okay. Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! Excuse me? What will you do? Oh, let's defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the Spork Monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat, lot of good. That defense did. Sorry. I thought it would help. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love or chow down. It looks kind of nasty, so let's just cook it. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws their energy in from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster does utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. Oh no. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. No one can control this buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Chow down blow. Chow down does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce into the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Oh my god. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him! Or spare this wretched beast. Well, he does have sporks in him. Let's spare him. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for another follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. What? Where is this going? You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Of course we faint. That is like literally every freaking like anime, dating sim, whatever. And he carries us back, of course. like the gentleman he is. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh. What's a snoring sound? I'm an idiot. You wake on day 2, attempting to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Premonitions of us riding on chicken wings, okay. And then there is that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank! Like him? Like Mike? We all saw this coming. You're welcome. I set you up with your mans. I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We've got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? I mean, that's not a surprise, is it? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and it was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. But he was also the convertible that he was the convertible. What? Okay, he was the convertible that he himself rode in at the school in front of the home. So Colonel Sanders was the convertible that he rode in on? Is that what it was? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation here. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Is that what? Either way, it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday.
I'm sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real.
Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Oh, that was totally not her voice. Oopsie. Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, when I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden while I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me about his passion for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. And he said it was a powder created from some super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me you... Please don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the feeling was unlike anything I've ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know about your new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? We can't give away the secrets of the food industry, okay? It's a crime, like we can't. Make a fake ingredient. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was I am Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
I am Newt? Wow!
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and that she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not testing secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a frickin' horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Or run to him. Okay, we're not that desperate, okay? We're admiring this beautiful man. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short
horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on the rear, sending it free into the countryside.
Slap me, daddy.
No. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the... I've already lost the ability to speak coherently, obviously, clearly. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't quite come out exactly right. What a horseable beaut you have. I mean, what a horseable beaut you have. Dang it! That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Spicy White just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and smile as if to say, situation handled. I can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something really bad. By the way they are hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Okay, that one was kind of clever. I'll give her that. Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. I'm gonna act like I'm not interested. Because I don't care. At all. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back to turn to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the employer of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity, it takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with Spork Monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book, they've got pop pins to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's time for class. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzzt, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Oh my gosh, he looks scary. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Stay it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all across town, and now my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll reveal the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. Great. We're gonna fail the quiz. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Spicy Wangs, naturally this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? I don't know what the question is. I love spicy food.
A brightly colored pepper stands out from the rest of the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. I just realized that this is probably like the wrong choice because it's like sparkling, so it's supposed to grab your attention, but it's probably the wrong choice because like Pandora's box sort of thing where it looks alluring, but it's actually like poisonous or something like that. Ah, fuck. Ugh. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Ghost of student. My friend. Oh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Oh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry. I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth and now it's gone forever. Fuck. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed, cooperative,
competitive
cook-off. His hands are huge. The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, or step up and tell them, you're on. I don't back down from a fight, y'all. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Spicy Wangs. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is the lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself! Jesus. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Uh-huh. What temperature does water boil at? Oh. What? Ah! What temperature does water boil at? It's 100 Celsius? What were you thinking, Spicy Wangs? Get your head in the game. Oh, I'm scared. The timer's stressing me out. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipes exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? Is it 7 or 11? 11? Fuck! I've seen shop shirts with a better sense than that, and a miniature kind, no less. Oh fuck, it was 7, wasn't it? And now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most gratitude? That's right, you never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. So where does it come from? Big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shot. You're not gonna miss it. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? That's wrong, frick! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? No. Yup. Oh no, we're trying again, bitch. That was really bad. Oh my god, apparently I don't do well under pressure. 100 degrees Celsius? That's right. But how would you have even gotten into the school without knowing that? Winter gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. How many herbs and spices did you say you use? 7. Oh my god, was it 10? Gratitude. Small town where big dreams are born. Bubbling? Oh fuck, it was silence, wasn't it? It was silence. So maybe get the spray bottle. You're gonna have to get it. You're gonna have to get it. Nose Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Spicy Wangs. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome. Except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all I can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonsful of gravy would it take? Oh my god, I couldn't even read! Or you fake it, get your mind back into the competition. Grrr. You are stranded on a desert island of only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? Stop it! You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on a challenge? You're falling behind! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What does it have to do with being spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof! You're really struggling to keep up? At the next station over, Ashley has already been plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up the time, you toss your bigot dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Or you might not have any hands, what Spicy Wangs does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Spicy Wangs, no! But you're not fast enough and your hands get stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that oh shit, I didn't finish reading. Sorry. Oh my god, sorry. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Spicy Wang's injury. You see Sprinkles beginning to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was gonna ask Spicy Wangs to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Are you kidding me? Wild, bro. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage I feel, or place myself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. I really don't know what to pick here. Internalizing rage isn't healthy, so let's just go with put myself between them. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Yes, bitch. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. Oh, no, that was not the right answer. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Try again. I'm so sorry. I messed up. I didn't know we could actually lose here, but apparently that was not the right move to make, and the game is over if I fail. Okay. 10. Wait, what? Is it not 11, 7, or 10? Did I not choose all 3 of those? What? We're internalizing our rage. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever? Embarrassed and ashamed by his face, he's so shook. Oh my god, my eyebrows fell off. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You're trying to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Yeah, we should. It's not natural. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think, to be honest. Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that when I was going to amount to something, no amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Oh wow, why am I still talking like him? Sorry. It's the Spork Monster!
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spell book?
Precisely. I have procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Spicy Wangs, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Oh my god, look at those pictures. Those two people. It's Colonel Sanders and the guy of KFC, I think. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? How fitting, because my name is Spicy Wangs. Now that you've got him right where you want him, should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret? just for you. Reveal it? I mean, he told me his secret ingredient, so... You decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. But before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, beautiful! The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw, just until a spoonful remains in the bowl. I'm just realizing how sensual this moment is. Like, we ate the coleslaw together, this romantic, dramatic music is playing in the background. Amazing. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Oh, you sneaky bitch. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Wow. Okay, I don't know about this chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Let's do this urn. Is it an urn? You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the
inscription.
It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." That's funny. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11. So what? Didn't I click 11 for my thing before? 11? Fuck! Oh my god, wait. The safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? What? You gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? I'm kinda doing something, bro. You open the window a crack and the ghost of student swept out with a breeze. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... okay. Blank. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of a comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. What? Oh my god. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face a logo of the company they founded, am I right? You're right. This photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? Are you telling me there's multiple Colonel Sanders and this is just one of the parallel universes? Because how is he an old man here in that picture but a young man here? Actually, no, maybe that's his father. Wait, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay. He's a time traveler. He's a time traveler. He's a time traveler. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. They're not cheersing. What are you talking about? Okay, you look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. I'm gonna guess that's the guy who started KFC. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. That's not creepy. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You decide now is your moment to make a big move. Tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. I actually have no idea what to pick. Shoot. I don't know about this one. It seems a little thing too much. I'm gonna tell him that I'm cold. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Spicy Wangs. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Okay, everyone's riding on drumsticks. Looks like a good time. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. We spent the night. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how would they know? Is it cocaine? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Oh my god, that looks amazing! Oh my god, I'm literally so hungry right now. Okay. It's okay, it's fine. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could it be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Oh, business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed about the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you would not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that type of girl. But he was just interested in spending one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection? Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel that you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hee. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Spicy Wangs, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. Bitch. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as he appears. Things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Spicy Wangs, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Spicy Wangs. I am more capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Spicy Wangs. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quads to get some distance. An attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Wow, that's the book? It looks like really bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't so powerful? I can think of one sure way to find out. Fire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Girl, did you not hear the spork? He said respect it. Don't use magic, alright? You got this. You don't need this shit, alright? Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some of the old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow up his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. Professorial tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Spicy Wangs, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirls and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. How come everyone knows this language except for me? Like, I'm a bad student. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Bzz. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down a mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Bzz, bzz. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademarked. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can you embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you are gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a big ranch big enough for the both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. I wonder if I clicked Pop, would she be in love with him instead? Because that would be kind of concerning, because isn't he like 6? I'm just glad we didn't go down that path. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears off from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and the chance to beat the pants off of Van Van and the supposed man and his evil counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Spicy Wang's favorite chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and his magical cherry blossom petals. Spicy Wangs, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it, like there was no sound at all. We're fessed up about my practice dish. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, he heard the thing, so it's not like I can just pretend like it didn't happen. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell pot pie from 400 yards. Very specific distance. Oh, that's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. Yes. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Wow indeed. Wow, it looks so good. Every time, man, they hit me with these illustrations. I'm like, I'm so hungry. This game is like torture. I haven't eaten lunch today, so it's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small.
Oh my god, I love like tiny foods. They're so cute. Oh my god, I wish they would actually show like some of her tiny foods. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty bitty pot of broth. Best friend, bastard blaster. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. What the? It sounds like a friggin' Pokemon battle. Ashley scoops up her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley. Actually, on that note, the robots really be coming for us. Like, if robots suddenly are smarter than humans, we will probably die, because whenever the creation becomes smarter than the creator, you no longer need the creator. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Hard way is the best. I just know her butcher knife has a chain, and like, I just have to say, I stan her aesthetic, even though she's like a hateful person. Like, I like her style. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. That was a bad wink. I believe in you, Spicy Wangs. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Spicy Wang, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get I am Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Am I fucked?
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
I thought your name was Borko. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had a day off, but you have conjured Steve and I hate the battle, but I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff, it's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the Guimar stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to, crisscross the magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? Is this not considered cheating to have like magical creatures helping me and like my best friend also helping me?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up.
He tosses a serious stare at Steve, and he takes a hint. Wow, that's alliteration. A serious stare at Steve. And he takes a hit.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school. No. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself, from my heart and my soul. We're gonna do this. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Oh my god, I wish someone animated this. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Spicy Wangs, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue! God damn it.
sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. Wow, we don't even need that spellbook, bitch. We are magical. You know that with this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up your chicken pot pie, overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Oh. But don't worry, dear Spicy Wangs. You have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. Wow, everyone's helping me out today. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed is to make mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules, my guy? Following the rules have never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Wow, what a bad boy. He doesn't follow the rule. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
Hee hee hee, I'm flying!
Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? Would someone ask for a wedgie? Who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad!
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning History, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? We wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Onomatopoeia. Somehow he must have. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come. Another typo, y'all. Ooh. For me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish.
I've made
Tender udon cookles and savory soup. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen on the little freaking teacup. Oh my god, I wish this was real. It's so cute. Oh my god, Miriam. I love Miriam. Miriam is so adorable. She deserves everything.
tender udon noodles and savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Neurotomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from some baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+! Really, do I ever taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours? Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a big hug.
Thank you, Spicy Wangs, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van Van, you're up! Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and axe-honed urchin shell, topped with caviar. Wow, that actually looks crazy good too. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof, please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking out my tongue. Fifth qualified. A stunning turn of events.
Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could be difficult to eat? Dejected, Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified. For glamour.
Don't the something vividly.
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Girl, you're in cooking school. What the heck? Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Wow, that spicy wings is like reading my mind. I am spicy wings. Got toast in your ears or something, spicy wings? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified! Rage overtakes Ashley and finally she cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time about being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs! What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Whoa! Oh my god, yes, I think this is their new thing, right? Like the mac and cheese chicken thing. Like, oh my god, I actually really want to try this now. Oh my god, I can't get over how good this marketing this game is. It looks so good. Are you kidding? Ugh. I haven't been in KFC in so long too. God damn it. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, you gotta pass, you gotta pass, you gotta pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension, as they should, because my cooking's that great. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in its magnetic fragrance, or drawn back in. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkle declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could it be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. Wow, we're actually having a prom. So unexpected. Okay. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. I'm so jealous of this school. Like, literally, imagine going to school for only 3 days, like, as a semester, and then one of those days is your graduation day. Can't relate, although I really wish I could. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ah, woohoo! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Whoa! Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Wow, look at them. Both of them are thick AF. Their bodies, like, I know we're supposed to hate them, but like, look at their bodies. Like, goals. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student, he literally has no name. Student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry. Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Oh, look at Miriam. Her outfit is so cute. Oh my god. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. Look at my shadow. That's how dark it got out as I was playing this game. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? A crown? Wow. Literally taking the words out of my mouth. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. Oh my god, it says such and such, isn't it? The music at the dance is interrupted by a sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Wow, he looks so good too. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Well, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh my god, he's wearing a normal t-shirt for a dance? What? Shouldn't he be wearing like a suit and tie? But okay, whatever. Everyone's dressing very casually today, I guess. Howdy, classmates. Oh my god, he looks so good. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. What a guy. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Oh my god. Honestly, the man of my dreams. Okay. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Oh, look at everything. It looks so good. The end? Is that the end? No, it's not the end. Okay, I was like really concerned. That was a long pause. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Spicy Wangs, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. The right person, you know. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Look at his face. Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. Just as you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Spicy Wangs. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh my dear Spicy Wangs, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. Did I fuck up? Like, is there a path where I could have done this perfectly and gotten
both business partner and lover, because I feel like there might have been and I messed it up. Whatever. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Okay. That was the end. Ugh, amazing. Amazing. Oh, so good. I really wish I had more like animated scenes like this intro. Like in the cutscenes maybe. It would have been so much better, but it was perfection as is. I feel like I didn't get the best possible ending, but that's okay, I guess. There's probably one where you become his business partner and lover, but like, it's fine. We want him over. That's all that matters, right? Like, he can handle KFC by himself. Although it would have been nice if I get a cut too, but it's fine. Yeah, I feel like this video is probably gonna be very long and like literally just a reading simulator, but it's okay. I had a good time, it was fun. It was a great game and I just have to like give it up to KFC. I'm gonna go to KFC from now on. It's officially my favorite chicken place just because of this. It's the highest tier. And unless another fast food place does something like this, I will always hold KFC in the highest regard from now on. Thank you so much for watching and joining me in this wild journey. If there's another dating sim you would like to see me play, let me know, or any game at all. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, you know what to do if you like this video. I'm about to go out and like buy some chicken, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.